So Darren, explain what you're going to show us here.
All right, Dave, one of the biggest benefits of our vacuum is how we deal with dust. The biggest expense in HEPA vacuums is a HEPA filter. What makes our vacuum different, I'm not saying it's better than our competitors, but we're definitely different, is how we deal with a lot of dust. Our vacuum is specifically designed to deal with fine dust. Drywall dust is this light, flaky dust.
So what have you got there? Is that like
this is about 10 pounds of joint compound. This is just wallboard compound, and most vacuums picking up just a little bit of this dust would start to blow a lot of dust out of the top of the vacuum.
Sure.
At a fraction of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is. So that would probably multiple hours of drywall sanding, or if you're using our attachments and you're grinding a concrete, it's the same type of dust.
That's more sanding than I'd want to do.
Yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time. So Dave, I'm going to go ahead and pick all this up, and if I can ask is, one of the benefits we'll have is we're not going to blow any dust out through the top of the vacuum. So as we're picking that up, go through both of them real quick. Some of our competitive vacuums, you'd already have to replace the filters at this point, or you'd be blowing dust out through the end of it. Again, we focused in on here, and you saw there was no dust blowing out the top of that. The reason for that is we've inside our vacuum bag it's called a Wonder Bag. It's a micro pre-filter. This large bag will hold up to 40 pounds of joint compound. What I did there was probably about 10 pounds. Yesterday during the show, there's probably already another 10 pounds in here. So I'll take this bag out and I'll show you how much dust is actually in here. But this bag retails for about $10, and it's a disposable bag. With the RRP rules and regulations, one of the benefits with our bag, RRP says you have to take all your dust, contain it in the bag, seal the bag. So when you pull out this pre-filter, there's a sticker here, you take it and you seal this. This is your first bag of containment.
Is that a peel and stick sort of?
It is, correct. It is a peel and stick. There's a little crack and peel label here, and you can pull this up and seal it. And that's your first bag of containment. So then you take this bag and then you pop it in a hefty bag and go ahead and throw it away.
Now what is that made out of?
It's a micro mesh material. There's actually 5 layers of material here, and this will filter dust down to 0.5 microns. This is not a HEPA filter.
Sure.
The HEPA filter in our vacuum filters down to 0.03 microns. So this is at 0.5, and we're containing all the visible dust. The biggest expense with most HEPA vacuums on the market is the replacement filters, and ours definitely is not the least expensive, but we do all the work to prevent that filter from getting dirty.
Ballpark, what does that replacement filter sell for?
About $159.
Okay, so I mean that's comparable to an awful lot of what's out there.
It is comparable, but it's a large investment for a contractor that's thinks he needs to replace a HEPA filter every job.
Yeah.
So all the dust that we picked up here on the inside of our vacuum, I'm going to take off this lid. Our HEPA filter is actually this cover is our HEPA filter is behind this. This is a cover.
So that's an extra layer of protection.
There is an extra layer of protection, but all this joint compound and drywall dust you can see inside of here, there's absolutely no dust.
None came up.
And we just put, inside this vacuum now is about 20 pounds of joint compound and drywall dust, and our HEPA filter is actually behind this. So one of the other big benefits of our vacuum, and Dave, unfortunately at the show we don't have an opportunity to bring water in, but we make the only HEPA vacuum currently where you can have a vacuum full of dust and bring in a couple gallons of water. So if you're doing a bathroom remodel and you knock the toilet off the seal and you've got to do an emergency cleanup, you don't have to take our vacuum apart to do a cleanup. This wall here actually protects the HEPA filter that lives up here.
Keeps
so
the water from splashing.
Exactly. So you can see where the hose comes in here. This is that large HEPA, the large Wonder Bag on the inside here. I'm going to take this out and just show you real quick how much dust is in here. But if you can, Dave, look inside the vacuum here, and you see it's still clean.
Sure.
There's no airborne dust in there. But when I take this out and replace this is where we would take this crack and peel sticker. And we can seal this. I'm going to pull this out.
awful lot of dust.
Exactly, and I'm gonna, I've got to get ready for a couple other demos, but I'm gonna put all this dust back in this
Reuse
bag.
the dust.
Exactly, I'm recycling my dust. You can't do this on a job site. You don't want to recycle your dust, but I do want to show you how much dust is actually in this bag.
Yeah. Right.
And this bag is, you can see it's just the bottom corner of it's full.
Now, if you were to draw water into that bag, would you not be able to use it for dry again?
No, because if you've got this joint compound, this is all going to harden up on the inside.
Gotcha.
The bag itself is going to let all the water through because it's a filter. It's not a solid bag. But you can see all the dust that we've got in there now.
You'd have a sopping wet bag. You'd need to get rid of it that point in time, but you maybe saved yourself a flood.
You saved yourself a flood, but you've also saved yourself a large mess on the job. And you see, I'm wearing a black shirt, and I'm not filthy dirty, and I'm just dumped out 20 pounds of joint compound.
Cool. Well, very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David.